Uh, uh, uh.
Alright, so now we're going to be palpating the sartorius, which its incision is the anterior superior iliac spine, which is right here. And it crosses over all the way to the pons anserioris, which is here. And it's on the medial shaft of the leg. And its actions are flexion of the hip, lateral rotation of the hip, abduction of the hip, flexion of the knee, and medial rotation of a flexed knee. Don't worry about it. Alright, hello! We're going to be palpating the hip and some hip manual muscle tests. So first, I'm going to ask my patient to turn around. And we're going to be palpating the psoas major, which its origin is the transversal process of the lumbar spine, which is right in here. And it has little things that point here. And then its incision is the lesser trochanter, which is probably like here. And then we have the iliacus, which is like the innominate bone, and its incision is the iliac fossa. So her hip bone is here, and it just sprays. Hey. And it sprays, and its incision is also the lesser trochanter, and their actions are flexion of the hip and lateral rotation of the hip. And yeah. Okay, now we're going to do the glute maximus, which its proximal incision is the coccyx, the edge of the sternum, which is like in this general area. And its distal incision is the ischiotubral tract, which is right here. And then the glute medius, which is in its proximal incision, is the gluteal surface of the ischium, which is right up here. And then its distal incision is the lateral aspect of the greater trochanter, which is right here. And yeah, sorry. All right, so now we're gonna do the pectinaris, and its origin is the superior rhombus of the pubis, so that's like here, and its incision is the pectinal line of femur, so it's right in here. And we're going to do the gracilis, which its origin is the inferior rhombus of the pubis, so that's like right in this general area. And its incision is the proximal medial shaft of the leg, the pons anserioris. The glute medius, which is deep superficial, and its proximal incision is the gluteal surface of the ilium, which is here. And then its distal incision is the anterior aspect of the greater trochanter, which is right here. And the glutes are responsible for abducting the hip, which is this, medial rotating here, and flexing the hip. So this. Okay. Yes. Didn't take a picture of this one. All right, now we're going to be palpating the tensor fasciae latae, and its incision, its proximal origin is the iliac crest, which is right here, right in here, and then its incision is the iliopsoas tract, which runs all the way down here. And its action is flexion of the hip, medial rotation of the hip, and abduction of the hip. Alright, so now we're going to do abductor magnus, and its origin is the inferior rambus of the pubis, which is right in here, and its ischiotuberosity. So there's like two origins, and inferior tuberosity is in the back of your leg, and then its incision is the medial line of the linea anspranus abductor tubercle. So that's like the line on your femur. And then for the abductor longus, its origin is the pubic tubercle, which is here. And then its incision is the medial line of the line anspranus, which is the front of your femur. And then abductor brevis is inferior rambus of the pubis, so in this general area again. And then its incision is the pectoral line, basically medial lip of the linea anspranus. Alright, I'm going to be testing glute maximus, so I'm going to ask him to flex his knee and extend his butt like this. And then I'm going to have you hold this position for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to test glute medius, where I'm going to have you abduct your leg, extend it, and externally rotate it. And then I'm going to ask you to hold this position for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to have you stay in this position, and I'm going to hold this leg. I'm going to need you to raise this leg here, like raise it up. Oh, no, not flex. Raise it up off the ground. Yeah, no. Just raise it up. Like, raise your hip. Yeah. Like, raise your leg up off the ground. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to be testing your glute minimus. And I'm going to ask you to hold this position for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I'm going to be testing your sartorius. So I'm going to ask you to raise your leg. And then, no. Raise your leg, bend it, and then hold it right here. And I'm going to try and pull you out of it. Alright, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to test your tensor fasciae latae. So I'm going to ask you to raise your leg. No. Keep it extended. Raise your leg, abduct it, and internally rotate it. And then I'm going to try and push you out of this. Okay, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to test your iliopsoas. I'm going to ask you to raise your leg, and then abduct it, and then externally rotate it. Alright, I'm going to need you to hold this position right here. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's it.